friends, this is the story of my deities, Gaura Nitai, how they came to me. First of all, when I was in my country, I used to stay in the dormitory and go to the temple and help doing garlands, and it was the beginning years of my Krishna conscious life. So one day, a pujari, main pujari, she got sick and they were not having anyone to worship the deities, Gaura Nitai Deities, who are standing hands up, usual deities. So then if they needed immediately someone to worship the deities, and they told me, please come, it's very urgent, you have to learn puja, doing puja, taking care of deities, you have to learn to wear sari and go to the altar and worship the deities. So that was the time when I started worshipping the deities of Gaura Nitai. Something happened that I shifted to the temple. I started staying in the temple. There was an underground room and I used to live there, and daily from 3 o'clock Mangalarati I started worshipping the deities. In the beginning there are so many rules that you have to memorize mantras and how to purify your body, how to wear clothes, how to keep cleanliness and all these things. So doing that service, I liked it so much, though it was very strict. Like to be a temple pujari, it was so difficult. It was blissful. One thing is that your soul, your mind just wants to do this service, but your physical body gets so tired if you do it continuously without anyone's help. Cook for them, change their dresses, do abhishek for them, put them to sleep, and plus I have to go to study. So it was a little bit austere, but because nobody was there, I had to do it for some time. That time I cultivated desire to worship the Gaura Nitai deities, and all the time I started writing in my diary, praying to the Lord, my dear Lord, I want to have my own deities, and somehow I have desire to have some extraordinary deity form, not as usually Gaura Nitai stands like this, but extraordinary. I started reading Chaitanya Charitamrita, and it was explained that Lord Chaitanya used to dance before Lord Jagannath and crying, and I used to pray to the Lord, I want to see your deity form as you are crying to the Lord and dancing in that mood. I used to pray like that. Many years passed, and suddenly I came to India to study. I was studying in Mysore, and I rented a room, and they were around some other people, other students from different countries. And in the beginning I was having friendship with them. Later they understood that I don't eat meat, that I don't go outside at night to discos, that I don't talk to boys, I don't have friendship with boys. So later they understood that I'm not like that girl, different girl. That's why they started keeping distance from me. So I used to stay alone in that room, and I used to go to the school, university. Sometimes I started feeling lonely. I used to read Srimad Bhagavatam, but because I got used to worshipping the deities and offering them food and praying to them, and they were like real personalities to me that I take care, and I'm not alone. But in Mysore I was not having anyone, and deities were not there, so I started feeling lonely, and I prayed again, my dear Lord, I want you to appear in my home, in my room, so that I can worship you, so that I can serve you. It happened that in holiday vacations I went to Mayapur. When I went to Mayapur, I met with Sadhana Mataji, who was from Australia, and she requested me, do you wanna go with me to Navadvip? I have to buy deities to Australian Gurukul, so I need someone's help to be with me. Otherwise it's a little boring to go alone there. So she told, then I said, wow, yeah, why not? I can go with you. So whole day we saw many deities, and she was searching for bigger deities and made of brass. I looked all of them, and my heart was not yearning to particular deity, but suddenly one place we came and there were so many different deities, and there was one deity made of wood, neem wood, and he looked so attractive. There were two deities actually. One was keeping his hand like this, another one was dancing, keeping hands like this. So that this deity, I thought this is Gauranga Mahaprabhu. I want Gauranga Mahaprabhu. I said, I want this deity. Then the seller said, no, you have to buy them both. And he said two of them. One was standing like this. He took that also and said, you have to buy them both because they cannot be separated. They are together, brothers. They want to be together. Then how much is the price? He said 3,000 rupees. I counted my money and I have only half of that money. I said, oh my God, no, I cannot miss this deity. He is so cute. No, please give me that this deity. He is Mahaprabhu, Gauranga Mahaprabhu. I will take that deity. He said, no, you have to take this deity also. He was showing me this deity, holding like this hands. And I was praying, I was begging him, please, I don't have money, but I want this deity. Can you please give me a loan, this deity? He was saying, no, you have to take this deity because he cannot be alone with this other deity, without other deity. Please take this deity also. Then I made him that much that he wanted to cry. No, take me, take both of the deities or else I am not giving you these deities. Then I became, oh my God, what is this? I want that deity. Then I couldn't get because I was not having money, so at the end of the day we left to Mayapur, and next day I was searching for little cheaper deities in Mayapur. I thought maybe I'll find there a similar deity, and I saw one more deities who look similar to those, but little bit bigger and little bit fat, and both of them hold hands like this. So I asked their price, how much is this? How much are these deities? 3,500. And he told, oh, okay, again I don't have money for those deities. Then suddenly I met one devotee whom I met in South Indian Yatra, and she said, wow, it's so nice to meet you. Please stay with me. Where are you staying? Please come. I wish you could stay with us. So after so many talkings and this thing, she made me come to her home and stay in their hotel room. And what did you do 2-3 days here? I said we went to the deity. So did you get a deity? Said, no, I met a deity but I couldn't get it. Oh, what happened? You have to get that deity. What happened? No, you have to get that deity. If you like that deity, you have to get it. Then I said, no, I cannot because I don't have money. Oh my God. Then she said, and next morning she said, she gave me in this envelope something, and she said, I feel that you must to get that deity. Then it was money. She gave me money to get that deity. Those days I was a student and I was getting some scholarship and I didn't have money. So she gave me money and I was having some 3,500 or this. So I went to Mayapur. I was in Mayapur, so I went to that shop where there were two deities standing like this, little bit fatter. So I asked the price again. Yesterday you told me it was 3,500. Can you, what is the price? He said 5,000. Oh my God, what are you saying? Oh my God. then I need to take the deities in Navadvip, but I don't know Navadvip. It was my first time, I don't know where to go, and I'm a foreigner, and people may cheat sometimes. So still, I took this boat and I traveled to Navadvip. I don't know anything, I don't know where is market, but I was asking people, bazaar, something, and I traveled somewhere here and there, and I was walking by remembering something. Then I got lost. I don't know where. I was in Navadvip and I got lost. I was asking people, they show the way, I go that side. Even if they don't know where is the place, they just show. And so I moved around. I don't know Navadvip. I lost the place and I don't know what to do. Then one very old man, very thin, very short, he was walking and he told me, come, you have to go this way and this way, come, he was telling. I thought maybe he's also a person who doesn't know the place, but he's showing me like this. He's saying, come, this, come, that side. Probably he was telling deities are that side. So, okay, I went there, and can you imagine, that was the shop which I was wanting to buy deities. So, I came to that place, and I gave him money, and he immediately packed me the deities, and I got them. At last I got those deities, and I was so happy. Now my Mayapur trip ended, and I had to go back, but I couldn't buy a ticket to Mumbai. I wanted to go through Mumbai to Mysore in order to visit Chowpatty and temple there. So I couldn't. So I met one couple from Mumbai. It was some kind of surprise. I didn't know them, and they were from Mumbai. And I told them I couldn't get a ticket to Mumbai, but I need to go there. Then they had some people whom they know who can get the ticket, so they bought for me. Of course, later I had to pay the money. So we went together in the car from Mayapur to Kolkata, and I was sitting in the car, and Mataji was sitting in the backside with me, and I said, Mataji, I have one very beautiful thing, can I show you? I wanted to show the deities. He said, yes Mataji, can you please show? Then I will also show something to you. Then I opened the deities and I showed this deity and that deity which I got from Navadvip. Then wow, they're so beautiful. Then she showed me what she got. She opened those deities which I saw in Mayapur, who were a little bit fatter, and those deities first they told me 3,500, and now it was 5,000. So I was shocked. Oh my God, how did you find this deity? Why did you buy this deity? She said, one Mataji from Mumbai, she had a desire last year when she came to Mayapur. She saw these deities and she yearned to buy these deities, but she didn't have enough money to buy these deities for 5,000. She simply begged them, please stay so that nobody takes you, so that I can get you. So next year she gave money to this Mataji and she bought these deities. So I think that's why it says that every deity, when they get carved, they already know for whom they are going. So if you want some particular deity, it means that deity is already getting carved, and he is coming only for you, to you, so that you can worship them. So that was an amazing story. Then another thing is that I couldn't differentiate who is Mahaprabhu, Gauranga Mahaprabhu, and who is Nityananda Mahaprabhu. Then I asked this senior Mataji, can you please ask someone, I don't know, who is Gauranga Mahaprabhu, this one Gauranga Mahaprabhu or this one looks so cute, I want him to be Mahaprabhu. But nobody could answer to that. So they took a picture of my deities and sent them to Mayapur Pujari Jananivas Prabhu, and then he replied, wow, it is so amazing to see this Mahaprabhu from Navadvip, who is Dameshwar Mahaprabhu, and Nityananda Prabhu from Mayapur. It's so amazing to see them together. So he told me that this one was Gauranga Mahaprabhu and that one was Nityananda Prabhu. So that was the story of my deities, how they came to me in 2010. Now they are around 7 years old. They will be soon 8 years old. Concerning standards of worshipping, I didn't have proper yagya for installing them. I just donated some little money for the temple so that they can cook prasadam and pray that I have deities now so that I can serve them. Because at that time I was a student, I was not knowing anyone, and I don't know how and whom to approach to do yagya. Actually, when you get a deity, it should be installed properly with yagya and all these things. When they came to Mysore, I didn't have any altar. I just opened my shelf, and the space where my head reaches like this, I cleaned up that place and I made them sit there. So that was my altar inside the shelf. So that is the story of my deities, how they came to me. When I was a student, I used to cook very little and not one dish or very less, and they suffered a lot. When I used to study in Mumbai, one of devotees used to say, at least you give some salt to the deities because they want to eat some tasty food. But I was not having time to cook, so some offering different vegetables, just uncooked things which I later eat myself. So before marriage it was little tough to worship the deities, but after marriage we daily cook and daily try to offer flowers and offer him dresses made of ahimsa silk and whatever we can. Thank you so much. I hope this story will inspire you to have your own personal deities and serve them. Actually, I had a lot of different stories related to them, how they protected me, but this video will be very long to tell those things. If you have very inspiring stories, please share with us so that we learn them. Thank you.